We have a special guest.
We rolling?
Yeah, we're rolling.
All right.
So we got a special guest, Brian. Just gonna talk a little bit about. Oh, introduce yourself. Well, I already did. I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello.
Let's see
My name is
here.
Brian Tennell. I go by BT, Young Irish, Young Moolah, Young Demon. I don't know. He's come up with a lot of nicknames for me throughout the years.
Let's see here.
10 years I've known Oscar. But hey, welcome to another episode of Lakers Forever.
And we can talk a little bit about Wednesday's win, which I expected.
Mm-hmm.
No Nikola Jokic, no
Jamal Murray.
So we had Luka AR, so that was expected. I think it was a pretty dominant game. Pretty much, I think the Nuggets made a run, but I mean, I
you want to talk about a little bit how much of a pleasant surprise AR has been?
Yeah.
Austin Reeves.
Yeah.
What, averaging 29 points these last 5 games?
Yeah. Great. He's on a great contract. We gave him like a 4-year something, and he's
undrafted at Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And he's been a treat to watch. I remember a couple of weeks ago that 45-point game I think he had against the Pacers.
Yeah.
You can correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, he's been a baller for us. He's been, when he came back from that injury last week or 2 weeks ago, he didn't look that good, but recently he's been playing his socks off. Man, it's just been such a surreal year, no?
Yeah.
It's 2025 will go down in history, man. The year we got Luka. I can tell you, if you'd like me to elaborate, I can remember where I was when that trade went down, when I saw that tweet from Shams. Do you remember where you were?
I was here in the house, and you texted me.
I know, it was Jessley. Jessley texted the group chat.
Oh.
He was like, no way. And I was in the living room downstairs with my uncles, right? And we were watching some dumb movie. And I was standing up. I was walking back from the bathroom when I checked the group chat. And it's Jessley. He's like, no way, we just traded for Luka Doncic. And I'm like, nah, this dude's tripping. Whoever posted that got hacked. I checked Twitter, right? And then Shams. It was just a plain tweet, no video, no accompanying image, nothing, right? So I'm like, oh, this got hacked, right?
Yeah.
That's the first reaction for a lot of people. But then that ESPN graphic hit, and I'm like, dude, no way. Yeah. I think I felt my blood pressure drop. I'm like, dude, no way, what's going on?
Yeah, same. I couldn't believe it. I was like, fake news.
It's fake news. There's no way. And then you were mentioning too, it's like, it's not convenient for the team right now. It's not going to help chemistry. We need if we want to make a championship run in these last 1-2 years we have with LeBron James, we have to have a good two-way defensive-minded player.
Two-way players like Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. If your stars are two-way players like Pip and Jordan, you're gonna have a great shot. That's why. I mean, even now the Lakers are 4th. They were 5th before the trade. They were 5th, so they've improved one seeding.
Oh.
But we're gonna see, man. I mean, offensively, of course, it's a massive improvement because AD was inconsistent, and he's not really. I don't think he's capable. I think he can be a player that can, if he wanted to, he can take over a game if he wanted to, if he was aggressive like that. But I don't think Luka's like that. Kobe was like that. Like, just give me the ball, and they just, you know what I mean?
They take over the game.
Yeah, Michael, of course, So 80 wasn't that kind of a player, but I think he's very capable of being, and we've seen 40 point, 20 rebound games by him, and the way he just is able to affect the defense. His defensive prowess is just something that is gonna be missed. But I mean, I'm happy. I my concerns weren't, because we're actually improved by 1 seed. And I think the Lakers, I don't know, maybe they're not worried about seeding because they sat everybody yesterday against the Bucks, right? They had no Luka, they had no
Austin Reeves,
Rui, LeBron.
I think no Dorian Finney-Smith either.
No Dorian Finney-Smith. So to me, I'm thinking maybe they don't care about seeding because the West is so tight that any loss, like the Clippers play the Memphis Grizzlies tonight. So I mean, I think I'm rooting for the Clippers because that would just separate the Lakers more from the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, man, I just think that maybe the Lakers aren't too worried about seeding because maybe they are injured though. Maybe, right? And maybe you're just like, no, let's just get them ready for the playoffs and let's just be healthy for the playoffs. But I mean, I would want the second seed just to at least guarantee home court advantage in the first 2 rounds. I'm pretty sure if Celtics make it to the finals against the Lakers, they're gonna have home court. So it is what it is. But you know, maybe even in the Western Conference, if the Lakers get there, maybe we won't have home court. But at least for those 2 rounds, I'm hoping we get home court. But I don't know. Maybe the Lakers aren't worried about that. Maybe they're just worried about being healthy in the playoffs, and that's it. But because yesterday they played nobody. I mean,
quite honestly, you had Bronny James out there.
Yeah, shout out Bronny though.
Shout out Bronny, 17 points, career game,
55th pick,
55th pick out of USC.
Yeah, but shout out Bronny.
He had himself a night. Go Bronny.
And I think he shot pretty well. Wait, let me see if I can see how he shot. I think he shot the ball pretty well. I think it was like 7 for 10 at one point. You know, obviously it's garbage time. Like, well, no, actually he played how many minutes?
I saw him in the second quarter.
Yeah,
he was in there. He was in there. He was getting some minutes.
Okay, so Giannis had, where's the points? Oh, 28 points. Okay. Brook Lopez 11. Kyle Kuzma 28. You know that guy, huh? But for the Lakers, Dalton Connect 17. And Bronny James off the bench with 17. Those were the 2 leading scorers, the rookies, basically. 17? So yeah, it was like
7-10 off.
I didn't. Yeah, and I told the group, because we have a group, them ball boys. I told them this is a loss tonight. Come on, you have no starters, like, and Giannis was gonna play, so you know what I mean. So they had a go-to guy. I was hoping Dalton would have a breakout game. That would have given us a chance, but 5 for 14. Shoot.
Nah, man. It wasn't gonna happen, man.
Hey, but Bronny shot 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
2 out of 4 threes. Yeah.
2 out of 4 for 3, man. He had himself a night. That young man had himself a night. Dad was watching, so.
Cam Reddish 1 for 6.
Oh man, I feel like personally, there's a lot of players on this team that need to step up.
Yeah.
The Cam Reddishes, the Shake Miltons, man. Alex Len.
Yeah.
Having to watch Alex Len has been, what's the word? What's the appropriate adjective here to use, Oscar? Alex Len. Substandard.
Yeah, he's a body. He's 7 feet. You're going to put him out there against Giannis. I mean, you had nobody really. I mean, did Jackson Hayes play?
Jackson Hayes played, but.
So you're going to throw them to. You need big bodies just because of the Giannis's, the Nikola Jokic, the Joel Embiid's, Wemby, but he's injured right now, but Wembanyama. So you need big bodies because Anthony Davis now, he's on the opposing side. So you need big bodies because you need to at least have some resistance against those guys. I don't think anybody's going to stop those guys, but you need to have some resistance. So make it a little bit difficult. But yeah, I think Alex Len, I mean, that's why he was available.
He was available. I mean, yeah. Availability is one of the best abilities.
Yeah. So he was available. The Lakers needed a body of 7-footer, so we'll get him.
And he went, right?
Yeah, but man, Luka has made Jackson Hayes look amazing.
Look tremendous, man. That's one of the statistics that can't really be shown on a stat sheet, right? They're just how.
Yeah.
From the night that Luka was traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, Oscar, what do you think has been now that we've got a couple weeks in? What is the identity of this team that you see as a fan, as a long-term fan? What does Luka bring?
Hope. I mean, hope for the future because, you know, as a Laker fan, when we had AD and LeBron, I was only thinking about right now. I'm thinking we have to do. That's why when we traded Anthony Davis, it's like we just traded our defense, basically. So to me, I'm thinking, okay, so we're done with this season then, because like now you bring offense, of course. He makes everybody better. Luka makes everybody better, and he himself obviously can take over the games. But for me, I was like, okay, we're not thinking about this season anymore. But they're looking good, man.
They do look good. Be honest with us. Here comes the moment of honesty here in the podcast. This team healthy. You got Rui, you got Jackson, you got Austin Reeves, LeBron, Luka. What's the ceiling for this team for the 2025 Lakers?
You know what? I watching them play, and when they're all healthy, I'm only concerned about Boston. To be honest, like Cleveland, shout out Cleveland, they're doing great. OKC, shout out OKC, but I'm not worried about OKC or Cleveland. But like Boston,
The Celtics in the finals.
Yeah, Boston
would be your
is
concern, right?
it'd be my concern, and I don't think. Yeah, I'd be surprised if the Lakers win the championship this year. I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the finals because Luka and LeBron, like anything is possible. I would be surprised if they win the championship. If they make it to the Western Conference Finals, I wouldn't be surprised.
It wouldn't catch you off guard?
No.
No.
If they lose in the second round, I'll be disappointed, I think. I think at least making it to the Western Conference Finals, that's a overachieving. You bring a new player. I mean, when the Lakers traded for Gasol in 2008, halfway through the season, and then they went all the way to the finals, they lost to the Celtics. But usually, yeah, if you make a trade at the half, it's not gonna catapult you to the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But a player like Luka, man, I wouldn't be surprised if they make it to the finals. I'd be disappointed if they lose in the second round. I think this team has what it takes to go to the Western Conference Finals and win. But like I said, they've only been playing a month or two.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, but I think it's a deep run for sure. I expect a deep run.
I think the players are excited about a deep run. You see them talk in those post-game interviews, man. They want.
They believe.
They believe, man.
Yeah,
they believe. I think more so in a way, it just wasn't as much with AD, I think.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Anthony Davis has been out for the month for better part of a month now. You think he comes back this season, or you think it's wraps?
I read something, an article that they're telling him not to come back. The Mavs. Mm-hmm. I don't know how true that is. Internet, whatever, right? Articles, and everybody's just bringing out content. But from an article that I was reading, it was the Mavericks are actually telling him not to come back. Mm-hmm. Maybe because like Kyrie's out, bro. He's out for the season. So maybe they're thinking, why bring AD for what? We're not doing anything without Kyrie. Mm-hmm. We need both healthy. Mm-hmm. So why risk having AD come back if we're not going at, like, you know what I mean? And that makes sense, but I don't know. I mean, AD, if he's feeling good, he should just come back just so he's not like completely out. If he doesn't come back, then he would be out February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. No, like 8 months. Might as well come back, I guess.
I mean,
but you do risk injury though, especially a player like him. You do risk injury.
That's the thing. Here's the thing. From a statistic that I read, Anthony Davis is not injury prone, but when he does get injured, it feels like a lot. Yeah. Because he, especially now for Mavericks fans, that he was the marquee that they sold their future for, and he's been out since middle through his first game. Yeah. So, Nico Harrison, hold on to your seat, man. Yeah. Might get rough if he doesn't. If he doesn't come back at all for 2025 for them as a wash, oof, that's gonna be rough, man. It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, we're gonna see.
We're gonna see, though. We're gonna see. We still got how many games left in the season right now?
It's like a month. I mean, it's the 21st. I think it ends April 18th, if I'm not mistaken. So about a month, which makes it maybe a couple of games a week, maybe. I mean,
somewhere around 13 to 12 games.
Yeah,
I think
because they are 40, 43. Let me see what they are right now.
It should be 42.
43 and 26.
43 and 26,
9,
yeah.
So 4, 5, 6. So what is that, 69? Right? 69 games?
Yeah, 69 games.
And there's an 82. So what? Yeah, 13 games right there. So, just excited for the playoffs to begin. Because it wasn't... Before the trade, I wasn't thinking Western Conference Finals, NBA Finals. I wasn't really. The way they were playing, I was like, man, this team...
Doesn't have it in them.
This team's a good team, but it's not... I'm not expecting...
It's not a contender, right?
I don't expect a deep run with this team. But now... Shoot, I don't know.
Sky's the limit, I feel like. Because think of 2 weeks, even just as recently as 2 weeks ago, when everyone was playing healthy, they were scary, man. They won on a, what, 8-game win streak?
Yeah.
That doesn't happen often, especially for the Lakers, right?
Yeah, so I thought that was a good good little run, but like I said, they lost last night. They won on Wednesday. So their next game is March 22nd. That's tomorrow. Against the Bulls, the Bulls, the lowly Bulls. Nah, I wouldn't say lowly. They're 30 and 40.
They're okay. They're below average.
Yeah,
they're below 500. But
yeah.
it's there are no guaranteed wins in the NBA. There are no guaranteed wins in the NBA. The Brooklyn Nets proved that so much the other night.
Let me see where the Bulls are. They're not even in the play-in, are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They're in the play-in. They're 9th. So, but they got rid of that guy from UCLA. Oh, Zach LaVine. They got rid of Zach LaVine to the Kings. Mm-hmm. Hey, the Kings beat the Cavs, bro. You didn't see that? I didn't see it.
Was that today?
No, I think it was yesterday or something. I was like, yo, no way, bro. Because the Cavs are what? First, 56 and 13. The Celtics, 50 and 19. In the West, Oklahoma City, 57 and 12. Bro.
Regular season superheroes, man.
Yeah, man. And the Lakers will play Oklahoma, I think, like 3 times in the next 20 days or in the next month.
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Do we get them once or twice at home? Because I'd feel better about those games if they were majority at home.
I think it's 2 on the road because I think the Lakers played them early in the season in LA, and Oklahoma City beat us like, it was pretty close, 108 to 101 or something. Anyways, but
hey, we kept them under 108 points at least, or at 108 points.
Yeah, so the Bulls are next tomorrow. That I don't know. We don't know who's gonna play, but that should be a dub if Luka and AR play, that should be a dub.
Should be a dub.
Rumor
has it LeBron might make it back Saturday night.
Yeah. So that's we've been going. I see 18 minutes. Not bad. I'm trying to make it 15-20.
15-20.
So
we had a good run. You want to make it 20?
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, that's just Lakers forever. Like I said, it's an exciting time. Luka's brought something to LA. That I think was missing,
energy.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
energy, hope.
I think having LeBron here and AD ran its course, and that's why when Luka was available, it was like a no-brainer for the Lakers organization. Like,
can we before we end the podcast, can we talk about how much of a steal and how
it's a steal?
What do you think it was that made Nico Harrison make that trade?
It's a steal because people were asking, why didn't the Mavericks just open it up and say, hey, we're taking offers for Luka? Because they could have gotten, but I think, I'm gonna say it, and this is just giving credit to Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis is a monster. They wanted Anthony Davis. There's no other player like Anthony Davis. Like, he's a rim protector. He's a defensive anchor. He can guard 1 through 5. He can score in the post. He can shoot the 3 okay. He's not a sharpshooter, but you have to somewhat respect him so he can spread the floor. I just think the Mavericks wanted that Anthony Davis. That's why they didn't feel like they had to open it up. Like, no, we already know we want this guy, and that's it. That's what I think. That's my only thing why they would not open it up. Like if you're trying to get more, you could have gotten more. I just think they wanted AD.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. Honestly, is there no other player in the league at the caliber of AD that you could have like gotten?
He's 30. He's 31, 32 years old. Who's a big man that can guard 1 through 5? I mean, Nikola Jokic can't, right? And plus, I don't think he was gonna be available. Nikola Jokic is not a rim protector. He's a genius. He can shoot the three. He can shoot. He can post up. He can pass. Has the vision, but he's not gonna make your defense. That's why they have Aaron Gordon, because Aaron Gordon's the athletic dude. Aaron Gordon's the one that's scoping out and protecting the rim. So that's why I think who's out there that's that's like AD. I mean, I guess Wemby, but come on, you're not gonna get Wemby, right?
Who knows?
I don't think Spurs would have because Wemby's younger, he's starting. So I think that maybe the next option was just Anthony Davis. I don't think Joel Embiid is not Anthony Davis. I think Joel Embiid has been MVP. He can score. He's a big body, can post up. Offensively, he's great, but he's not the defensive. He doesn't have the defensive prowess that Anthony Davis has. Nobody at 6'10" has that. Nobody. That's why I think Dallas wanted him specifically, and I think that's the only player that they would do it for, and because they were thinking we're gonna do something this season, because obviously you don't expect AD to get hurt or maybe AD, yeah, but Kyrie Irving, that wasn't expected. That's tough. That's just tough luck, man. Torn ACL on a play where he just drove, just landed wrong, and that was it.
That was all she wrote.
I don't know, man, but stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Exciting times for the Lake Show, right?
Yes, sir. Lakers forever.
Lakers forever.